Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 6 as we continue our marathon Deity run here with Mongolia, Mr. Genghis Khan. And things are going, pretty good, I would say, for the most part. We are pushing into, we're about to finish up Phoenicia. She's only got a couple cities left. We're not super worried about those. We are starting to push into Ethiopia, which is going to be a bit tougher of a nut to crack, to be fair. We also are currently at war with Rome, who has a pretty strong military strength, but I'm not super concerned about him because his military is pretty far back. Now, I will say Ethiopia does currently have a jet fighter, and we know very well that a single jet fighter can be pretty devastating in the grand scheme of things. So I think what we're going to do is we need to start using our fighters, which we can't right now because I think they've all already run. I do need to start moving my fighters around to cover our troops a bit more, I think. Alternatively, how far away are we from, like, anti-aircraft stuff? We can get anti-aircraft guns actually right now. We could just cover some anti-aircraft guns, and we do have enough gold potentially to buy some, right? Like, if we were to get an anti-aircraft gun here, where is it? Oh, it's actually Mobile Sam now. Oh. I did not realize we are already up to Mobile Sams. Interesting. We don't have enough gold for that, though. Yeah, I don't know. I need to think about this. How long would it take us to produce a Mobile Sam? I mean, it's too long. I mean, not that we would produce it here. Just, this is kind of an example spot. But yeah, our best bet is just to use our fighters to cover our stuff for now. We could actually get more fighters, though. And that might be a reasonably good idea as well. But if we got a mobile... Really, the only troops that I really care about are this trio of rocket artillery. That's really the only ones I'm really concerned about. I suppose this rocket artillery here would be kind of in that boat. But, I mean, we'd like to keep the tanks safe. We might just need to keep moving them backwards to stay protected. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how we're going to handle this single fighter jet. I don't know if he has that much more than just the fighter jet because he does have a fairly low military strength, but we'll play it by ear. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to go through that. I do want to come back over here. I do want to set you to production. It's not going to shave that much time off of that, but every little bit we shave off does help us towards our long goals here. I mean, we could have you guys produce a mobile sand back here, I suppose. I mean, your production is not amazing, but it would eventually get done, and it's just a set and forget type of unit. So, you know what? Might as well. I mean, it may be too late to come out for it to actually matter, but it keeps you busy for a little bit, and we can kind of just focus on other things for a while and just know that we at least have one coming out at some point. Not really much that you need to work on, my friend. I mean, you don't have really any food coming in, so I guess a food market would help us with getting you at least to a level 10 city. Monument's done here. Don't really need housing. I mean, we don't desperately need the university, to be fair, but I guess we'll work on it. Just to have something to work on. Same kind of thing here. Do we really need the research? I mean, we are further behind on science than we are on culture, surprisingly. But, so I guess we'll go ahead and focus on the research lab there. Up here, again, we just don't need a lot of stuff. You can actually do a mobile sim in 34 turns as well. So maybe we just get a pair of those popping out somewhere, and that'll help cover us up a little bit. I think we'll just have you do the research lab. I mean, we got so many cities. It's insane how much we got going on for us right now. I mean, an airport gets us another air unit, but we don't actually need another air unit right now. We'll just knock out the monument just to make sure loyalty is not a problem. You need to focus on repairing the outer defenses. We do have this lonely little Roman legion over here that we couldn't quite kill. And I think that's that. Let's see if we have any trades that we can do. We do have some trades. Every little bit helps, I suppose. Cool. I'm happy with all that. I'm a little nervous about this mobile SAM. But hopefully it ends up being nothing. And again, if we can just get our fighters moved into a good spot, then we're actually not that worried about it. What did he kill? So he did kill a bomber. That actually is really bad. That is actually really, really bad. I don't know that I was expecting that. He obviously has more than one fighter, right? Because that one fighter was not able to do enough damage by itself. Now, the one good thing is that if we were to take out a COD really quickly, then we could actually get rid of one of his fighter jets right away. So that's always an option. Okay, we do want to get you upgraded. So where do we need to put you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need to put you right about there. We need to put you right in front. This tank can kind of move out of the way for a moment because this guy, I think, can tuck in behind there. We can go ahead and upgrade you. It's just the extra strength. And then, yeah, there's a fighter jet there. So if we can take this out right now, we can get rid of one fighter jet just like that. And we will be able to. So that's one less fighter jet we got to worry about. This tank should be able to move in there and finish that off. Perfect. All right, so there's a fighter jet gone. I do want to, again, move our actual fighters around. We want to deploy you guys. Let's see, where's the best place to deploy you? How to deploy you, I should say. I don't think some of you guys can quite reach. Okay, you can reach over here. So we want to deploy you right on top of these guys. Cover them. Now, again, it's single, like a non-jet fighter versus jet fighters. We do have to take that into account. But I think we'll be all right. You're going to keep blowing up over here, I believe, along with the battleship. Do we have anybody else that we want to protect right now? I mean, this bomber can honestly just help out. Well, actually, it can't. It needs to move up if we want to help out, but I'm a little nervous about moving you up too much because I think if it's inside the city, I think it's protected, right? I think it's only when it's inside the airfield that we have to worry about it. So I think we can do that. We'd like to move this tank up to kind of blow up, well, at least this thing, but actually we really need to get rid of this thing. Can we use the fighter? We cannot. You're actually just out of range. What about the bomber here? I mean, yeah, but it's not great. We need to move this fighter somewhere more convenient. I guess I'm going to move you to Cairo. And we'll go from there. Again, I really need to figure out these bombers. I mean, I'd like to take out this city and just be done with it. I don't know that I'm super concerned about these units, although they could take a COD back, come to think of it. I do need you to have you repair our defenses. They could actually take a COD back real quick and in a hurry if I'm not doing something about it. So maybe we do just need to burn some bombers on this, which is not great. There is a... I'm assuming there's a jet fighter there. There is a jet fighter there. I don't think there's anything we could do about that. Obviously, we're going to keep the city. I'm not so worried about the bombard army. I'm worried about the melee unit. I think we've just got to burn bomber stuff on here. It's not ideal. But I don't think we have much choice. Technically, this tank could finish him off, and I think that's probably the right move. Get him out of the way. This tank could come over here and blow this guy up. This tank could not quite get you the rest of the way. Now, any of these tanks could just die right now is the problem, I suppose. These guys are protected. I need to move. I just don't have a place to put you. We need to rebase you so closer so I can actually deploy you. So, unfortunately, we are going to be vulnerable on these tanks right now. In fact, I would almost guarantee you that we lose one. If he's smart at all, he will kill one of those tanks right now. If not more than one, if he has more troops than I realize. I think these guys are okay. But, yeah, I think these guys are going to be okay for now. We'll see. I mean, we can't do anything about it right now. Just got to keep pushing through, and hopefully eventually we catch one of his fighters in a city and can get rid of it that way. What are we working on right now? From tech? Don't think we picked anything, did we? So, I mean, we can move up to jet fighters. That's probably a pretty logical next path for us. I don't normally have to get anti-aircraft units because I very rarely have to go up against air units themselves. So it's a little interesting that he's actually pushing some out. I really don't know what I'm going to put here. You really just need to grow here in 12 turns. Not a lot that we could do here that's going to be helpful. That's really not. I mean, I guess another builder just to float around for now. You're not going to move out yet because I don't think you're really going to be able to do anything. So we're just going to chill. You are... I mean, surely there's something we can connect. There's some silk over here. AT crew. I mean, I might as well keep advancing you a little bit. You might be relevant in some form or fashion. I'll put you here under the cover of the fighter. Now, if he's got more than one... Oh, I didn't realize you had attack. That's okay for us. If he's got more than one... Now, this tank might get killed by the AT crew and the city. That's not the end of the world. If it does, it does. But if he has more than one fighter, he could actually do one attack that disrupts this fighter's disruption, right? Like, it takes over that, and then he could do a second attack after that that actually kills some stuff. We'll find out. Again, it's really hard to plan against fighters. That's why we know fighters are very good, because we know it's very hard to plan against them. Did I want to move off Cold War? I mean, we technically will have nuclear fission at some point. Really, I need some more governor stuff. No, I think we're just pushing towards space race now. I'm confused why you didn't just kill me. You got plenty of AT crews. It also just moves your fighter jet away. Are you, like, nervous? Do I make you nervous? So this fighter jet's probably going to cover the tanks. This fighter jet can stay back here. Which does mean we have, you know, less to attack with. I mean, if they're covering here, can they not just still do air attacks? Or does that actually use up their stuff where they no longer are able to intercept? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Truly. Alright. I think taking out Thebes next would be a good idea. Although technically Thebes could eventually be taken out by the battleship and stuff. It would just take a little while. Actually, I mean, that is true. We don't have to go after Thebes ourselves with this force. We can just let this slowly get taken out at some point. The only reason I would want to take it out now is because there is an AT crew army that's just sitting there that's just kind of making me a little bit nervous, maybe. What are you? You are attached to Addis Ababa, so down here. Honestly, Rocket might not be a bad next move. Just kind of move down this way. Kind of just keep pushing our way through. Take some of the cities that are definitely not coastal. Because again, eventually these will just be taken. Like, I'm not that worried about it. That might be an okay move. Can we get to Rocket this turn? Technically, it looks like we could. So we would want to move the guys that are not attached to the supply convoy first. Because they'll get the boost from the supply convoy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could literally move to, like, right there. And then you could move to basically just in front. Actually, no, I don't want to move this guy first. Make sure he's attached with the drone. You can move to there. You can move just in front. And we can blow up Rocket. Alright, so we do need some help from the bombers to finish this off. Do we have yeah, I was going to say, do we have a tank that can get over there? We do. So... Alright, you can't redeploy up here, so you're going to have to rebase at this point. Actually, just replace you to Akkad. I think we can... Well, what if we can't? I'd feel pretty awkward. Do I just put you in here? Do I feel safe about that? I mean, I could just use you to attack real quick and then worry about that other stuff later. Kill off this stupid thing. Not that this thing's even remotely a problem. I'm going to put you in here. If it ends up being a mistake, then I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm going to put you kind of here, just kind of protecting these guys a little tiny bit. We do need at least a bomber to blow up the city so that the tanks can move in. You're going to have to be the guy that covers these guys then. I guess this tank can move over here and finish off the city. Whichever of these tanks is the lowest just needs to tuck into the city, get healed back up. This tank actually has a promotion, so I'm actually going to move you under the cover of the fighter jet here, and we'll take your promotion. This tank can also kind of move back here a little bit under the cover of the fighters. I guess we can just blow you up from there. City. Get you out of the way. I'm not sure where the other fighter ran off to. Loyalty here is okay. We do need to fix loyalty in Rockadet though. So that's probably where Victor's going to move now. I mean, taking Rockadet is kind of poking a hole into their loyalty defenses here. So it is going to be surrounded right now until we can get Damascus, Desi, and Addis Ababa. So we'll get these other cities here pretty quickly. Probably, I mean, the smart move would be go for Addis Ababa first, which probably is exactly what we're going to do. I might actually deploy you over here to kind of give us another layer of protection on the very important pieces over here. Probably back there, just to give us some extra protection. Might not be necessary, but I'd rather lose some fighter jet attacks and be wrong about needing it than other way around. I guess you're going to help take out MTW, because the sooner we take that out, the better at this point. Get you a promotion. And you can also help take out MTW. I really hate that we lost a bomber. Really not much I can do about it, obviously, right now. We can buy us another bomber, though. And do we think it's safe to buy a bomber here? Actually, probably buy the bomber. We can't buy it here, right? Because of reasons. So we might just buy the bomber in here, entire. Although we could also just save up our money to get us a mobile SAM sooner, so that our fighter jets can kind of be more offensively minded. It's just one rocket, you know, SAM should be enough to really defend us quite well. We could attach to this guy and we'd be happy with that. I'm surprised we've never gotten a general. We are miles away from a general. It's crazy. Yeah, we might just wait 2 more turns to get us a mobile SAM and be happy with that. Still need friends for all my tanks as well, come to think of it. Alright, next turn we should be able to take MTW. No problem whatsoever with that. Alrighty, let's keep on keeping on. Rocket artillery is done here. You can actually move up to group up with your little friend here. Who at some point needs a drone, I suppose. Do we have... are all 3 of our rockets over here? Yeah, they're all armies. Okay. Just to make sure. I mean, you can knock out a mobile SAM in 27 turns, but I think you're going to finish up the last rocket artillery at this point. Why not? You finished the sewer. I mean, it just really doesn't matter. Let's get the aquatic center. You finished a builder. Really not a lot else you can work on. There's just really not. I mean, we'll do a sewer just to say. Let's just repair things here. Oh, no, not there. Actually, we want the walls. I mean, we got some deer. We got some stuff. I guess we'll hook up this deer. Gives us a little bit of gold and things. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We can hook up the iron. For whatever that's worth. Let's just put a farm here. It'll give us a little bit of adjacency, I suppose. Spy. I mean, we could disrupt rocketry. I'm not sure that that's super critical. I think just the listing post. It's just all we really need to do here. Yep. That looks pretty good. All right, let's see how much damage they do to us this time. It's always scary hitting next turn when we don't know what they have in the fog. Wish we could see his fighter. Even better, I wish his fighter would try to attack us so we can kill it, potentially.
The Cold War is not thawing. It is burning with a deadly heat.
Alright, more spies, yeah, us. We can just blow up this thing a little bit. Okay, we are going to move towards Addis Ababa, I think, next. It's nice of you to poke your head out over here. Where? Don't we have a fighter over there? Did I not use one of my bombers? I might have forgot to use one of my bombers last turn. I don't remember. Alright, let's go ahead and get MTW now. Oh, I really do want your promotion, though. The sooner we get the promotion, the better. I mean, I know it means I'm going to have to use my bombers, which also have promotions, apparently. I mean, we are going to be going up against fighters. We know that now. I would love the range and all that stuff, but we absolutely know that we're going to have fighters in our future, so I think we have to just take this. Normally I don't have to because they don't normally have fighters. They just kind of don't bother. But this cycle they're going to be bothering the fighters, so we're going to do it. Can you take the city now? It looks like you can. Now we can hook up that, but I don't know if that gives us any value whatsoever. I can't tell that that's even connected. It is not. Good thing I looked closer. In fact, I don't think that one's connected. Well, there we go. Our MTW, we actually got fine on loyalty there, which is awesome. Tank has a promotion. We'll definitely take that. I'd really like to get rid of these anti-tank crews at this point. We have a fighter here that we can send out, and it can literally one-shot one of these. I mean, this is probably more dangerous at the moment. Honestly, we send one fighter to each, and we just get rid of them both. One of you fighters, come over here and just blow this guy up. And there we go. Now we don't have to worry about him at all. I think we're going to go for Addis Ababa next. So, again, we'll move the guys that do not have the supply thing first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can move to there. You can move, I guess, to there. And then you can move in front. Kind of an awkward move, but I think you'll still be okay. That looks like you are. Alright, it's going to take us a little bit longer to blow up Addis Ababa, it looks like. So we're going to have to need another round of attacks here in a moment. That's alright. I am going to move you. Kind of sacrifice you. Can we sacrifice you to pillage? We cannot. So we're going to actually move you back over here to kind of protect that. We should be able to move a tank up to pillage that, though. Get us enough gold to get us a SAM. Which I don't see any reason not to get this right now. We'll be able to move it into position next turn. I mean, we can pillage some more things, but I really just wanted to pillage that just to kind of disrupt some stuff with the airport. But I don't think he was going to be able to do anything with the airfield anyway. I'm going to move you kind of actually over here. And then we're going to put... This is the fighter we haven't moved yet, so we're going to deploy you. Oh, we can't deploy you this far up. We can protect these two. We can't protect that one. That's a little bit annoying. I will move you up to protect those two. I might have just left this one out to you know, suffer, which is not ideal. I guess I can move you back since you've kind of done your job. And we'll move you back there. We just finished a spy, of all things. We need more housing. Pop a neighborhood somewhere. Honestly, a +6 neighborhood right over here. Why not? Yeah, we had Magnus way back there. I mean, we haven't needed him anywhere else just yet, so it's not like it's hurting anything. And we got so much oil. For some reason, this map just had tons of oil. Getting an airport is actually not a bad idea, just to get a little bit more jumping off stuff from there. Let's just finish repairing that. That's fine. Repair that. Just repair all the things. I mean, I guess we'll keep putting farms and stuff out here. Why not? All right. Who do we want to trade with that we haven't traded with, that we don't have a boost with yet? Do we have anything with Portugal? We'll probably trade with you just to make sure that we have a trade depot of some sort. Although, I'm not really that worried about you, honestly. Actually, you know what? I don't even think we care. I don't think we care at all. I think we just go with whatever's going to give us the most gold and be happy with that. All right. I mean, you can go to Portugal, I suppose, but do we really need you to? Not really. Honestly, once we take a lot of the stuff that we're looking at right now, we're kind of done. I can send you over here to Rome and kind of get some coverage over that in case we decide to swoop back and knock them out just because they exist. But I don't know that we have to worry about Rome either. I really don't think we do we? He doesn't even have a spaceport or anything. Don't think we have to worry about them. Really, it's just knocking these guys out because they can get a space victory. And then really the only other guys would be Aztecs. So I think the Aztecs are going to be who we have to kind of protect ourselves against, although we're currently allied with them. We probably need to stop doing that at some point. Is there any Ethiopia places that have spaceports that I would not just be taking naturally? Where's this Harar place? Oh, it's right there in the middle. It's actually where we're at. Never mind. I doubt it, to be honest. I don't know if there's much for us to do. We're already protecting our spaceport, right? Yeah, we already got a guy over here protecting our spaceports and stuff. I guess we'll go to Rome, just to say. It doesn't really matter that much. We might pause on space race because we are building a spaceport district. Yeah, it's 30 turns away, but we don't need this until we get the spaceport district anyway, so we might pause and then we'll get a little further along. Claim a great person. Sure. Great engineer, why not? All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll keep pushing into Ethiopia. Should be able to take Addis Ababa this next turn and kind of keep on keeping on. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.